Do I have to sing now?
No, please don't sing, Jim. Whatever you do, don't sing. Not until it's the end of the show, because that's usually our key to get the heck out.
Thank heavens for little girls.
Yes, that's it. We recycle here at MWMB. We've made the same joke for 3 weeks in a row.
And it's funny every time.
Yeah, every time I hear it, it gets funnier. Welcome to show number 8. I can't believe that. Show number 8 of MWMB. The gang's all here this week. Geoff from Florida has a weekly song for us, although he says it's in the back of his head right now, and he's going to get it to me a little later. So we won't hear that until later, but I'll put in plenty of canned laughter anyway, and we'll all enjoy it. I'm sure Comet the Conservative Wonder Dog is with us, too, and as always... Settle down, Comet. No tax rebates this week. As always, I'm joined by my right-wing ex-brother-in-law, Jim the Hammer.
The Hammer.
7 times winner of the John Birch Open Minds Award. And I'm Alex Jeffries, this year's recipient of the Dennis Kucinich Common Sense in Government Award.
Wasn't he the guy that rode around in the tank?
No, that was Michael Dukakis, the first Democrat I was actually old enough to vote for.
How'd that work out?
Yeah, the minute I saw him in that tank, I knew it was going to be a long and unpleasant backlash. Yeah. Well, it's Memorial Day weekend, Jim. How's it going?
Oh, it's great up here in the Northeast. It's been raining every day. We're awash in a sea of water and mud, unlike the Mississippi, which is just dangerous. It's just a nuisance for us.
So are there actually any campgrounds that are even open this weekend?
Well, no, several of our state parks are completely underwater, all around the Lake Champlain area.
Wow.
But on the upside, you can have like a paddle-up barbecue.
Yeah.
You know.
Sailing for a hamburger and French fries.
Well, yeah. I mean, come on. If the state had any vision, they'd have a party boat out there with a creamy machine.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Daddy, there's a lamprey on my hamburger.
Nothing like steamed zebra mussels.
Oh yeah, invasive species A2 fame. Well, it was funny because here in Minnesota we were also expecting a rainy, miserable weekend, and I had the perfect Memorial Day weekend planned. I was going to do what every red-blooded American should do on Memorial Day. I was going to get out my John Wayne film collection and, celebrate our nation's glorious past. But instead, the sun came out, and I had to spend the entire weekend digging in the dirt and going to the store to get mulch and, planting flowers. And
Bobby had you to work, didn't she?
You said it. I wasn't celebrating my freedom. Here, let me get a real sound effect for you. Yeah, see, there you go, the power of radio. Anyway, my Memorial Day weekend was completely spoiled by good weather.
So what you're saying is both of us have forgotten that Memorial Day is a good time to actually honor and remember all those in the armed services that have helped us keep our freedom.
Who? Yeah, I actually saw a really poignant editorial cartoon. Somebody sent me an email. I wish I knew where it ran so I could find it, but it was a picture of this big, fat, typical American grinning like an idiot while grilling hot dogs and hamburgers, and this huge cloud of smoke is billowing over his head, and he is completely ignorant of the fact that in the smoke and haze over his head are these ghostly visions of veterans from wars past who have died to give him his freedom, and he's completely ignoring them. So, yeah, I think it's appropriate to take a few minutes this weekend.
Hey, speaking of veterans, I heard from my veteran-to-be son today.
How's he doing?
Well, I guess he's doing all right. They gave him a 5-minute phone call to go call home and tell Mommy and Daddy you're alive and loving it.
And I will be listening.
Yeah, it was a quick call. He goes, I'm fine. Love you. Gotta go.
Love you? I don't know, but I've been told Daddy here is mighty old.
His unit has a Facebook page. What does the Army come to? I can run up the 13th Infantry Regiment, 3rd Battalion. They got a Facebook page. I mean, you click like, and every time, let's go for 50,000 likes. We can do some more push-ups. I mean, what?
If we don't get that ad revenue up, you're gonna drop and give me 50.
That's right. Arr. Hey, you know what? What's in the news, Alex? I got some stuff. You got some stuff. Let's talk about the news.
Well, what did I see in the news this week? First of all, U.S. News and World Report has an article entitled 5 Reasons Why Sarah Palin Will Be the GOP Nominee. And 5 reasons why she won't be the GOP nominee. And I just wanted to say that is journalism that is not afraid to go out on a limb. Either she will or she won't. We're pretty sure it's going to be one of the two.
Maybe she will, maybe she won't. I don't know.
Exactly. Remember, folks, either way, you read it here first. Basically, the article said that she is going to be the nominee for your party in 2012.
Really?
Yes, because reason number one,
she can kill a moose with her bare hands.
Reason number one. Oh, can I have a drum roll? Reason number one, she's got name recognition.
So does Benito Mussolini. He's not going to be my party's nominee. What are some of these reasons here?
Okay, well, like I said, she's got the name recognition. She's got the Tea Party on her side. And one of the big ones, she's got battle experience. It's a weak GOP field. And she's not Mitt Romney. Okay, so those are the reasons why Sarah Palin is definitely going to be the GOP nominee, according to U.S. News and World Report. And now remember, these folks went way out on a limb, and they also supplied 5 reasons why she's definitely not going to be the GOP nominee. And those are, reason number 1, she's got name recognition. She's got a lucrative career that's going on, made a lot of money as a commentator. She's got her indecision going against her.
She's not Mitt Romney.
Oh, yes, of course. And she's not Mitt Romney. And finally, of course, there is her family, her husband and children, which makes the Addams family look like the Waltons. And there you have it. That's why she is and isn't going to be president. So what an insightful piece of journalism that told me absolutely nothing.
You're surprised that the news media doesn't tell you anything?
No, I'm not. What about you? What'd you read in the news this week?
I almost feel bad for bringing this up.
Go ahead.
After that, now, do you know who Prince Al-Luid bin Talal is? Humor me. Tell me you do.
Oh, sure. Isn't he the guy that runs that ethnic restaurant downtown?
Yeah, well, okay, this is brother. He's a Saudi prince. He is the grandson of one of the founding king of modern Saudi Arabia.
Oh, yes, one of only 350 royal Saudi princes.
This is the one with the red headband. You can't miss him.
Oh, yeah, Prince Al-Louis, right.
He has come out and he has called for lower oil prices. And you know, on first glance, you go, yeah, hey, now we don't have to pay $85 a gallon. But would you like to know his reasoning?
Yeah, sure.
It's kind of like, well, let me see if I can do my Saudi accent. Well, hello.
Oh, that's easy. You just go, Allah!
If it costs too much, we're not going to buy as much. And then we're going to find something else, like some alternative energy, and they won't buy his oil. So he's actually advocating for lower prices to keep him in business.
What a shock.
I thought, oh, yeah, here's the great humanitarian. Oh, I love you, America. Yeah, but, pay me.
That's freaking awesome. It's like, oh my God, they're going to use solar energy. Holy crap. And nuclear and wind. Up yours, Al Gore. Let's bring the prices down.
and somehow they couldn't have done this before.
With every fill up, you get free rug and a camel.
Camel runs on cud or something.
That's true.
Well, and here's to top it off in the whole oil business. The president of ConocoPhillips, a guy which I hate to say his name is Jim, but the president of ConocoPhillips come out and says that it is un-American to take away taxpayer subsidies from the oil industry. It's un-American.
Oh my God! Really? And his argument was what?
He didn't really have one.
Oh, he just said it was un-American.
It was un-American. His name's Jim Mulva. It's kind of interesting to look up this guy. And it wasn't even a slip of the tongue. It was in a press release.
Oh, Lord have mercy. So how's that free market thing working out for you, Jim? And
he said it
God
at the Bill Clinton Institute. I'm like, oh... I don't know whether to call him a Republican, a Democrat, or just a nut.
Holy cow, what else you got?
All right, how about this? They came out with the top 5 frivolous warnings on consumer packaging this week.
Oh, good.
Because, we are the nation of over-warning. On a lawnmower where it says, don't stick your hand under here when it's running. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, on the side of a ballpoint pen box, the cap in your mouth can obstruct breathing if swallowed. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Come on. Oh, another finalist in the top 5, a dust mask. The kind like when you're sanding and and doing drywall. Does not supply oxygen. Avoid drowning. Remove safety cover from spa when in use.
Oh, God.
How about a leather handgun holster designed to look like a PDA holder for gun only, not a functional day planner? I think when you open it up and there's no numbers and just a 38, you're going to figure that out.
Yeah, it'd be like, hey, punk, you want to schedule a meeting with me? Because this is a 357 BlackBerry, the most powerful PDA in the world. Go ahead, make my day.
Oh, come on. They had a taser that looked like a cell phone, so like when you're walking down the street, people won't think you're actually carrying one. And all you can think of is the ringtone, stop in the name of love.
Oh, wow. Speaking of stupid warnings, I actually saw one in Vermont when I lived there. It was in the grocery store, and it said, please do not stick your hand in the lobster tank. No, shit, what?
Some lobsters in there going, hey, these rubber bands come right off.
He's like, hey, I guess the rubber band's on the other claw now, huh? Yes, there is nothing quite like Memorial Day to make us realize the ways in which we waste our freedom with frivolous warnings and such like. And I think that should just about bring us to the end of the show.
And wait a minute, isn't it time for me to go singing?
No, while I was producing, Geoff from Cabbage Patch, Florida, got his weekly song in, so I think we'll go ahead and end with that this week.
Oh, geez, I was going to do the IMF guy again.
All right, we'll sing our way out once Geoff's song is done. All right, here we go. Geoff from Cabbage Patch.
You are a liberal, you're dumb as a stone. America'd be better if it wasn't your home. You're a right-wing crank and you're dumber than dirt. All your politicians are first-class jerks. But we'll always be friends, though we'll never agree here on MWMB. MWMB, such a lovely place to be. MWMB, if we can't fight, then we'll never be free.
Yahoo!
Wow, that was awesome, as always. And now, as promised, Jim and I are going to sing as well. Here we go. All right, ready? Oh, beautiful for spacious skies.
Continue.
Or amber waves of grain. You know the best way for us to prove our patriotism? Yeah, we should probably stop singing.
That is it. Have a happy Memorial Day weekend, Alex.
You too, Jim. Have a great one.
And you know what?
What?
This is a time of year when I can just bury the hatchet that you're a liberal.
Yes, and I take these few moments every year to forget that you spend every waking minute trying to figure out how to deprive me of my God-given American freedom.
What?
All right, Jim. Happy Memorial Day. That does it for this week. We will see you again here on MWMB.